The Friday Morning Rant contains adult humor, adult themes, adult language, satire humor, pretty much anything that isn't PC is probably going to end up on the show one time or another. So if you can't handle that, Jack, then piss off. You're at the wrong podcast. This is the Friday Morning Rant with Shane Halfyard. It is Friday, September 13th, 2019, and I hope you've been all well. I haven't been here in a while. I know. It's been a few weeks, and I got a good reason. I didn't want to do it. No, the reason why I didn't want to do it is it was coming to the last couple of weeks of summer. My daughter Cassandra is going back to school. And when she goes back to school, I only see her on the weekends, Friday night to Sunday night. And that's simply because I work a very unusual shift. I'm in bed when she goes to school, and I'm at work when she goes to bed. So I wanted to spend that time with her, and that's about it. That's what we did. We made the most of it. Had a good time. So I watch a lot of porn lately. Look, I understand that wasn't a very good segue, but there's no good segue to saying I watched a lot of porn lately. Right? Like, if you can come up with one, let me know. Put in the comments. I'd love to hear your segue into, so I've been watching a lot of porn lately. Right? Love to hear it. But anyway, I begin to think that these scenarios that they're bringing out aren't real. I'm starting to think that maybe it's a little fabricated. Because I'm 42 years old and none of this shit's happened to me. Like, I've had sex with coworkers in the past. I've had sex with, strangers I've met, at a party, things like that. But nothing like this. Okay, here's the scenario. Okay, this beautiful Japanese girl shows up in an office. This guy goes, "Oh, you're the new intern. You're gonna help me out. Okay, do you know how to file?" And she's like, looking at him like, she doesn't know what the frick he's talking about. Like, what? Yeah, what's filing? And he goes, "Okay. Do you know English?" She goes, "Very little." So how are you gonna file if you don't know any English? He goes. So anyway, so he goes, "What English do you know?" She goes, "Hand job." "You know hand job." "Hand job." And she starts getting undressed, and they end up fucking each other's brains out. I don't think that's going to happen to me. I don't think there's going to be any beautiful Asian intern at my job that's going to offer me a hand job out of the blue that just met me within 30 seconds. All right? It's just that, I don't feel that's plausible. All right? Just like you pizza delivery guys, how many times have you come to the door and there was like the hottest chick in the world you've ever seen with the biggest, beautifulest breast you've ever seen saying, "I don't have any money for the pizza," and then opens up a rope and says, "How about we pay another way?" Like, it doesn't happen, does it, fellas? It's one of those things I don't think is real. But they have to come up with scenarios that way. And do you know why they have to come up with scenarios that way? Because the real way that sex usually happens is boring. Okay? This is how the average married couple have sex. All right? Usually, it's late at night. And they're watching TV either in the living room or in bed. He is in a pair of pajamas with his beer belly hanging over the loop, over the band. I mean, she's in her, faded pink flannel pajamas with rollers in her hair, and one of them, generally the husband, says, "You want to fool around?" And usually the wife's response is, "Well, yeah, I've seen this show. Let's go do that." And that's it. That's how it goes. I'm not talking newlyweds. Newlyweds, totally different story. Newlyweds, it's that's all you want to do. When you're in a new relationship, you just want to pound each other's little brains out, and that's biological, that's normal, it's healthy, but then that fizzles. What also fizzles after marriage is the blowjob seem to disappear. Right? And fellas, if you're dating a girl right now and you're not married to her, don't marry her. They'll go away. They do. And then she'll say things like, "Oh no, I'm different." My wife said this one. "I'm different. I love doing it. I will never stop doing that to you. I want to make you happy." Then, it's gone. We got married. It's over. I know. If I hadn't known that last one was going to be my last one, I would have enjoyed it more. Not even possible. Not possible. There's no way I could have enjoyed it more. Anyway. Now, I understand that some of you guys are married to women out there that haven't given up on that hasn't stopped doing that to you. And you guys are my hero. You rock. Awesome. Oh, my goodness. So, you guys are probably here because, as the title says, I almost got into a fight. And that is true. That wasn't clickbait. That is 100% true. So let's get into that, shall we? On Labor Day weekend, we went, me and my friend, after class. I was teaching Wing Chun Kung Fu that day. He did me a favor and he drove me to Walmart. Okay? So we went to Walmart to exchange a pair of sneakers. I'm going back to the gym and I needed gym shoes. So my wife got me a pair, but they were just one size too big. I had to go exchange them. And we did. We exchanged them. And one of the things he does is he knows that I have less than 10% vision. He's been my friend for close to 20 years, if not 20 years. So he just helped me. He helped me get it, and we left. And because he took time of his day, of his weekend, to help me out, I said, "Why don't I take you to lunch?" So we ended up going to A&W. I'm about to leave the car, and I hear, "Oops, can't go yet." So I looked around and said, "Wow, what's wrong?" And he goes, "There's a kid. I don't want to hit the kid." Okay, great. So I said, "I'll wait with you. No one sends me stand outside like an asshole." And all of a sudden, this guy grabbed this little boy. He's probably 5, 6 at the most. And he shoves the little kid in the car, and he leans in and starts yelling. Now, my buddy doesn't realize he's yelling at him. And I said, "Hey, I think he's yelling at you." So he looks over and goes, "What?" And the guy's like, "I guess you like playing practical jokes on kids. You're threatening to hit my fucking kid, with the door, making a joke trying to scare him, gonna hit him with the door, huh?" And he's like yelling at my buddy. Now my buddy, he's not a wimp, but he's not used to these type of scenarios. Like, I'll never call him a weakling. I think he's being normal because he froze. He really didn't know what to say, and he didn't know what to do. Okay? Because that doesn't happen. Excuse me, I had to get a drink there. So I leaned over and I said, "Buddy, my friend here saw your kid and decided not to open the door. There was no trying to scare your kid." So he starts mouthing at me. I'm like, "Go fuck your mother." And I gave him the middle finger. And then he's already in the truck. But I get out of the car. Because I'm hoping that I want this guy to take a swing at me so I can beat the shit out of him. I get out of the car. He leaves. Now, I want to make this clear. I am not saying he left because he saw me getting out of the car. What more than likely happened is, as I was getting out of the car, he was already driving away. Okay? Like, I don't think he's doing, "Oh, he's getting out of the car, I'm afraid of him." No, I think what happened is two things were happening at the same time. As I was getting out of the car, he was already driving away. Right? So when I come out of the car and he's driving away, he's doing this like he won some sort of victory. He was going, "Whoa!" out the window. "Whoa! Whoa!" I'm like, holy, I get in the finger again. I'm hoping. I hope, I see him slowing down, but he's making a turn. But I was hoping he was going to come back. Because I really wanted to kick the fucking shit out of him. I really did. Now, I won't hit anybody for words. But I'll push your buttons till you want to hit me. And then when you do, I'll take you down. You know, I've got, let's see. Holy crap. I've been in Kung Fu and Sambo for a couple of decades now, so we'll just leave it at that. We'll actually go into how long and how depressingly long I've been doing this stuff. A long time, we'll say. So, and I'm not saying I would have won. The guy could have beat me. It's not, it wouldn't have been the first time I lost. Wouldn't be the last time. But I really wanted to kick shit out of him. Now, as I got home, I was mad. I was bitching about it to my wife and my daughter, my eldest daughter, Eleanor. And Eleanor goes, "Really? You wanted to beat him up in front of his 5-year-old kid?" I started thinking about it. And then, "Well, I don't now that you ruined it for me." She can ruin things for me. And I started thinking, this guy, that was his go-to. His go-to was these people are trying to scare my boy. Like that, in his mind, that is the only logical thing that it could be, right? It can't possibly be, it can't possibly be that my friend looked over, saw the fact that there was a boy coming, and then chose not to open the door. No, that didn't enter his thought process. So, does that mean, do you think he was a bully all his life and that's what he would have done? Or was he bullied all his life and he wasn't going to let his child be bullied? Because there's got to be some kind of cross wires. Because my thought process would be, oh good, he saw my son, he's waiting. That's good of him. That would have been my thought process. Now this guy was a younger fella. He was probably under 30. And I start thinking the other things that could be going on in his life. Maybe he was just looking for someone to be mad at. Because I'm willing to bet, judging by his attitude, that he's probably not with his baby's mama anymore. I'm willing to bet she had enough of that shit and she got rid of him. So here he is, only getting his kids on the weekends, takes them out for a burger. Because there was 2 kids, but only one was involved in this incident. The other one got in on the other side of the car. And he's all like, this sucks, blah, blah, blah. And then he sees my pal, who doesn't look like much. Like, he doesn't. He looks like a computer programmer or an accountant. And FYI, he can program computers. So, there you go. And I look like a big fat fuck. I do, right? That's where people make that mistake. I know what I look like, right? I should, because of my physical appearance, I should have been like a nerd, a geek, or whatever. But my physical appearance, even growing up, was due to my thick glasses. And that had nothing to do with my personality. That was just because I was born premature. I was always athletic. I was always a rough and tumble kid. And I would fight at a drop of a hat back then. So, he was making that mistake. But I was making a mistake. I was getting mad and I was going to hurt this guy for what amounted to an adult tantrum. And I shouldn't have done that. So it just shows that, thanks to my daughter Eleanor pointing out that I still have some growing up to do. I still got some changes to make. I think I've been doing pretty good in my life in that aspect. I generally try not to allow my temper to take over. But I think that would have been one of those times where I would have, had he gotten out of the car and proceeded to place his hands upon me. I probably would have ended up putting him in the hospital. So, I'm kind of in the end, at the end of it all, I am glad he went on his way. And I'm glad it didn't escalate. But man, he made me mad. And now that I had time to think about it, like I said, he must be going through something. Or he's just unstable, and I hope he gets help. Because his reaction was totally uncalled for and wasn't appropriate for the situation. He automatically assumed that we as middle-aged men are going to get our yucks teasing a 5 or 6 year old boy. Like, that's just not who we are. He's a father, I'm a father. That's just not what we do. How would you guys have handled it? What would you guys have done? I would love to hear that in the comments down below. Alright? I'd love to hear that. I haven't had any contest entries lately. So, if you're people out there interested in entering the contest to win a $25 gift card of your choice, all you have to do is 1, subscribe, 2, leave a comment for a suggestion, a comment, a show idea, whatever it is. Let me know that you are a subscriber. And if I read it on the air, you will automatically put in to a draw for a $25 gift card of your choice. And at the end of the year, you will be put into a $100 gift card of your choice. But that's all I got now. All I have for now. Blah, 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 blah. That's all I have for now. Until next week, be good to yourselves and each other. Take care.